The only information you can trust right now that hasn't been extorted by the Trump administration or bought and sold by some network is here on YouTube. This is the last bastion of the free press. And everyone with a brain knows it. Now, a great percent of the population still turns on corporate media and listens to that bullshit. But you can play a part in flooding that zone. Right now, corporate media is declining in ratings. Let's help silence fascism by turning off our television sets and tuning on to YouTube. Right now, this last bastion of free speech is under attack. The algorithms are set up so that if you don't like and subscribe and comment, our videos will not be shown. Because there are competing entities in places like Russia, and Saudi Arabia and India that are attacking YouTube right now as we speak. And I call on people talk about Anonymous. Get the fuck off the sidelines and do something. Because I'm getting really tired of people talking a whole bunch of shit and doing no action. That being said, all of the computer programmers in the United States government, in the military, intelligence, the federal government agencies, have been fired through Doge. Why are you not up on YouTube, flooding the zone with our content? The most talented individuals in the United States of America under Doge were fired and are jobless in the community. And those stats are being hidden because he fired the people that put out the jobless stats. But I digress. Let's get to the point of the matter here, because we have a lot to cover. This is a very new movement. This is a new day, and we are not going to sit here and try and dissect the news and talk about how this person is fucked up or that. We're moving forward. We're done with talking over and over again about what is wrong with America, and we're out here for solutions. And I want to give props to people like Jolly Good Ginger and Flair, the organization outside of Union Station. And I want to give my props to Paul Lance. And there are so many others, but let's just get with the book. But at any rate, like and subscribe to this video and post a comment. If you want to battle those algorithms, you need to do that with every single solitary podcast on the internet that is in your favor, because they are working against your favor at every avenue. Donald Trump's fascist regime is attacking the citizens of the United States of America. This is not a dress rehearsal. We are in this now. 60% of the 2025, Project 2025, is in effect. 60%. When are you gonna fucking rise up? It's not about protests. It's about everyday fucking activity. When somebody tells you to like and subscribe to their video, they're doing it for a reason. They're not trying to alarm you. They're not trying to make you panic. They're trying to make you understand on your own what is at stake. But you don't. Everybody thought Nancy Pelosi was some great savior of the Democratic Party. I am unapologetically socialist, and for a reason. Because I knew that these motherfuckers were up in Congress taking money from APAC, Big Pharma, and other places, including way back to Hillary Clinton. This is despicable behavior. But yet everybody thinks that everybody that is 50 plus that have spent some time in government deserves a seat in the House of Representatives and the Congress. No, they do not. This is a new day. This is our day. We're taking America back. Fellow patriots, welcome to the Anti-Fascist Book Club. On this day, I would like to suggest the book by Laurence Rees called The Nazi Mind. This book is absolutely the blueprint that I think that Stephen Miller and others read or didn't want to read. This is Project 2025 in action. Now, my grandfather fought in World War II for a country that he came back to where Jim Crow laws were still in effect. Now, I grew up at the end of the Martin Luther King Civil Rights Movement and the beginning of Reaganomics and welfare queens and all these black people that were siphoning off the government, while white people still held their land from slavery. Big plantations that they sold off for big profits. And still, to this day, these same people benefit from slavery because of their name and because of their land. And then Italian Americans and white-looking Cubans came in here and called themselves white after they used black people like Martin Luther King and Chicanos to stage a union movement so they could get upward mobility. And a generation later, when especially Italian Americans married white women, all of a sudden they're fucking white. Well, when I was going to the Jersey Shore in the summers, if you called an Italian a white person, they would get offended. But that's what we call playing both sides of the fence. You know, dating in the dark. That's that shit. But they did that shit. And for every white person in America who thinks they're getting away with something, you're getting away with nothing. Because you got a black girlfriend, a gay cousin, or somebody out there that you sat there and you smoked weed with, and you drank with, and you sat there and act like you were brothers and sisters, and now all of a sudden you're joining the Trump cult. And I can name many individuals in the D.C. Metropolitan Police Department and the PG County Police Department right here in the DMV that counted themselves as non-white when it was convenient for them, and then turned around and did the slow roll with Reagan toward white elitism. We see you, and we got your number. And what's better than that? Some of the whitest white people in America do too. You're not fooling anybody. So do yourself a favor. Take this next month. I think it's a short read, or that's what I understand. But they talk about things like killing from a distance, which is what Nazis do. White people who want to oppress people of color do not look them face to face and kill them. They employ dipshits and dumbasses and uneducated motherfuckers that think they're going to gain some power. Okay, like Greg Bavino and Kristi Noem and Stephen Miller. People who think they're American badasses to deal with their problem. Military people who have infiltrated the United States military. And I'm talking about Proud Boys and Oath Keepers and the Boogaloo Boys are now your United States military. These are the people they use to assassinate you. But there is a new window on its way. And those who don't blow clean, we're going to blow away. This is the Woke Socialist, and please read the Anti-Fascist Book Club. Recommendation of this week, Laurence Rees, The Nazi Mind. We are woke, we are socialist, and we are not going away. You have a good day.